Hello there guys, and welcome back to another update video with myself, Foorun. Now today we're going to be taking a look at what is coming in the update on the 3rd of November 2016. So the first big thing that we all know is coming, or we should all know is coming by now, is the component system. Now if you haven't seen my video from yesterday, I will leave a link for that down in the description. Make sure you go and check it out. I covered components in one video all by themselves. It's about 8 minutes long and it will give you all the information you need to get yourself going in this update as quickly as possible. Now if you have been in the game for some time, you may notice some distinct sound in the background. You'll also notice that I am stood in the middle of a monument and I am wearing a hazmat suit. Radiation is back as of this update. Now, if you go around in some monuments, the radiation is everywhere. In others, it is patchy and it's only in certain areas. So you will need to do a little bit of exploring by yourself. You're not going to be able to know exactly where you can go until you get over there and try it out. I'm not going to remove all the fun by telling you exactly every area. Alongside this radiation, we will be getting hazmat spawns in crates, so you can go along and pick yourself up some hazmat suits and then you can come into the rad towns. It'll make it a lot easier on you and you can last a few minutes before you even start getting radiation poisoning. Another big piece of news that I have for you guys this week is there are no more caves. The caves that they were going to be added in have been removed due to performance issues, and they should hopefully be back next month, or we will be seeing them return at some stage either way. But we should all hope for the best and hope that it will be next month. So due to the performance issues with them, they have been removed for now and pushed back. Sadly though, due to this, the caves that we previously had are also gone, so we now have no cave. In other news for something else that is removed, rain is now gone. They have removed rain until they can fix it clipping through everything. So until they can make it so that when you're stood in your base it is no longer raining, you will no longer see any rain at all. Fog is still here, as you can see around, so you still have to be wary of that. And now for stuff that I can actually show you. So we now have the map. The map is now fully explored as soon as you get one. So it actually makes the map somewhat more useful. But make sure that you aren't noting your base down on here, or if you are, you're being extremely careful with your map, because if you die, someone has a direct route straight to your base. We've also now had new server-side commands added to adjust spawns according to player count. Now these can be tweaked by server owners, so they could reduce it so that the spawns are never adjusted regardless of the player count, or they could make it so that they are adjusted a lot more. Don't know what the default numbers are as of yet, but I'm sure that we'll get a lot more information about this in the dev blog later on today. We have also had every single melee weapon buffed in damage due to the fact that there are going to be a lot less high-end weapons in play. We also now have the silencer buff, which I talked about in last week's update. It's now live. So the silencer is now cheaper by 2 high quality metal, and the reduced aim sway and reduced recoil is now working. Now that the component system is live, the salvage tools will now cost components to craft. Alongside that, they now gather more. But if you look at the trades off in the fact that they cost some of the materials that it costs you to make guns, the trade-off is not worth it. They also still degrade pretty quickly, so they won't be as good as your metal counterparts, which cost no components. We now also have some new clothing added into the game. The tank top will cost 30 leather, the shirt will cost 50 leather, and the shorts will cost 30 cloth. Next up, we have an update with the external walls. Now, as I spoke about in last week's video, we do have a nerf on them, and they were all sat at 500 health. This is actually correct. I thought it was going to be a bug. This now means it is going to be a hell of a lot easier to get through external walls, with the stone ones only costing 2 C4 to breach. Coupled along that, the external gates also now cost components, which is going to slightly deter people more away from externals with how easy they are to get through. You can just put an extra layer of honeycomb on your base and get the same protection, if not more. Now, if you did not watch my component video from yesterday, you will be unaware of these. These here are junk piles. Now, you'll find these spawning randomly anywhere in the world, and they will typically have one box and a couple of barrels on them. You can come along and loot these anywhere so that you don't have to risk going into monuments and going along to high traffic areas, so that you still can get components and other things without much risk. And in the next update I have for you guys, there should be increased barrel spawns down at the airfield. Obviously, we cannot see any here at the moment. Maybe that update hasn't quite made it into this branch and been compiled in yet. And then the last update I have for you guys is the ammo spawns from crates have been removed. That means that you're going to get more chance at other loot, meaning more components, more chances at getting a gun or a flamethrower from one of them. All the good stuff that you typically want, but there will be no ammo. So that is everything that I have for you guys today. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, make sure you hit that like button. And if you would like to see more content, make sure you are subscribed. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good day.